This tutorial is about the dry contact module. We are going to learn about the MSD 04.40. There is another version with temperature input. There is an 8-channel version. There is also a 51-channel version in a DIN rail version. So the dry contact can sense dry contact volt-free signals from other systems. It could be a push switch, an emergency switch, or a relay on a security system. We have, in this example, one switch with a spring. So, first, we double-click on the device to bring up the information. Now, like normal, I recommend that you give each input a remark. Number 1 is connected to the retractive switch. Press save. Now we can select the mode. Because this switch has a spring and automatically switches off when I let go, single on-off is the recommended setting. This means when we program this, the first time we press it, it will go on, the next time it will go off. You can select a different mode in the drop-down menu. If you have a switch with no spring and when you press it, it stays in one position, and when you press it again, it stays in the other position, then you should choose mechanical switch. Using the single on-off mode, we can look at the other options. On delay and off delay. This is an optional setting for a delay of the signal. On the right hand side of the screen, we can enable and disable each of the inputs if you wish. At the bottom of the screen you have the lock function. It's possible to send a command from a keypad or a sensor or a logic module to lock an input on the dry contact, which means it cannot be accessed. This might be useful for children or security purposes at different times of day. Back to the programming. The programming is almost the same as a normal HDL panel. Click on the target setting and choose the light. I'm going to choose the dimmer, subnet 1, device 9, type is single channel control. If you want, you could choose a curtain switch or a universal switch, sequence or a scene, panel control for air conditioning, and more. I am going to select channel 1 with intensity 100% and a running time of 2 seconds for a nice soft start. That is everything. We have now programmed our dry contact to turn the light on and off. The light went on. The light went off. Included in this module is the ability for dimming. By clicking on the setting, we can have dimmable two-way. That means first time you press and hold, the light will dim up. Press and hold a second time, the light will dim down. And you can let go, it will stop where you let go. You can also select it to only be able to dim up or to dim down. This is useful if you have 2 buttons, one for dimming up, one for dimming down. If you select dimming value, this means if the user dims to, for example, 50%, turns it off and on, then it will go back to 50%. You can also set the minimum dimming value using this slider here. I suggest to set that to at least 1%. That means it's not so easy to switch the light off by accident when you're just trying to dim down. Let's look at the other option, mechanical switch. This is for the switch without the spring, where there are two positions, on and off. This is not preferred since you may have an iPad or a different device to turn the light on and off, which means you may have to press the switch 2 times to get it to go to how you want. But if you are using this option, in the target setting, you have a new feature. You have the on and you have the off. Let's take the on, copy and paste it. Except the off should be 0. We can now rename this normal switch. Now, when we turn it on, the light goes on. When we let go, the light goes off. Now, it is a two-way switch. You can use the output of your dry contact to send messages to lights, air conditioning, logic module, sensors and more to help you complete your automation solution. That is the end of the dry contact module. For any more questions, please contact HCL Technical Support.